Bear Watchers. It's Friday, June 6th, and I think this is kind of the beginning of the new vlog. Because I didn't pick up the camera yesterday, or I didn't pick it up at all today. I was thinking about doing video of packing because it's a really different trip. This is my third time going down to Anchorage. I went down to the Comic-Con with Heather, and then I went to take Mary and stayed down there for a while, and then went to Kodiak, and now I'm going down for the Renaissance Festival that they have down there every year. They do it 2 weekends, and I picked a weekend, a random weekend, and I think I picked this weekend because I wanted to schedule out on my I didn't want to take too many Saturdays off in a row because I work Saturdays, but I had to take this Saturday off in order to do this. In 2 weeks we'll be closed on Saturday. Look at all the cars in front of me. If you have a line of cars, there's a law in Alaska, if you have more than 6 people, I think it is, you're supposed to pull over and let everybody go by. They kind of have areas to do that. So if you're a slow, like an RV or something. But I wanted to get on and say hello and take a video through this area because it is 50 degrees, the temperature outside. It's June 6th, and they're calling for frost tonight in Fairbanks. We might not get it. North Pole might get it. Believe it or not, North Pole is south of Fairbanks, and it's actually colder there. I don't know if it's, lower altitude or, boggy area. I don't know. Because I live in the city, but I'm kind of in the boggy area, and I'm a little bit cooler than town usually. The strange thing is I know that I've hit 70 degrees at my house before, and I think either today or tomorrow is the date it's going to be the record of not hitting 70 degrees since the beginning of the year. And they take that temperature at the airport. Oh, here's that slide zone. Let's see where there was the avalanche. If you missed that in the other video, that's the avalanche area that we had, an avalanche in March. It was 10 feet deep, and there was a big, huge boulder that came down with it, and it took them a few days because they had to blast that boulder out of here. It was the whole, covering the whole road. They had pilot cars kind of going around it until they could blast it out. But anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about now. Oh, the temperature. Yeah, it hasn't hit 70 degrees yet. I think the record is the 6th of June. And then it's actually been really cool. This is the coolest spring that I can remember in a long time. So it doesn't even feel like, it'll feel like summer a few weeks before summer, but it doesn't even feel like summer, even though everything's all green and beautiful. So it's been different. It's, like I said, it's been pretty cold. Oh, there must be sheep up there or something. That guy's got binoculars. He's looking for things. So we're going to hit that record. We'll see. It doesn't look like it's going to be 70 degrees anytime soon either. So that'll be interesting. But I was looking at the top of some of these mountains, and it looks like it's snowing up there. It's still snowing up in the mountains. Now these lower ones in front of me here, in the summer, that snow's almost gone. So there won't be any snow. Well, I don't know, if it doesn't warm up, it might hang out in the snow all summer. Yeah, last time Mary and I came down here, we saw moose in this area. So this area here, you can see moose and caribou. There's a beautiful river up here. The Nenana, I forget how many times the park's highway crosses the Nenana River. 5, maybe? I'll have to investigate for you and figure that out. I've never really, well, I probably counted before, just don't remember. Okay, the sun is shining on the window and you're probably looking at bug guts, so we'll let you go for now. So I didn't take much video along the way. It did get pretty chilly up in the summit. The igloo that you see here, the story behind that is somebody was going to make it into a hotel and the windows weren't egressed, so they couldn't legally make it into a hotel. So it just sat there for many, many years. I don't even remember when it was built, but the property has now been sold and somebody's going to make a gift store out of it and maybe a gas station because it is kind of in the middle of nowhere. So we'll see if that happens. So we're at Flower and Feather for their last day. We'll get you in there anyway. I could have taken that Flower and Feather part out of there because we did not go to Flower and Feather. It is actually a very cool little restaurant. It's very specialized. And I know I have video, I'm pretty sure from last year when we were in there. It's very cute. It's actually going to turn into something else. And they had 2 bonus weekends before they closed. They were only going to be open, I think Saturday and Sunday, the 2 weekends. And it said on their website that there were no reservations. Well, apparently they were taking reservations. So when we got there, they told us, oh no, you have to have reservations. So we were pretty angry because it said specifically on the website, no reservations, for these special weekends. And so we were expecting a line down the street, and there was no line. So we got kind of suspicious. And I thought maybe, well, because it wasn't well advertised that they were going to have these 2 weekends, that maybe people just didn't know and thought they were closed already, because they were closed for a little while. And nope, they needed reservations. So she said that she would take my name and call me because they only wait 15 minutes and then they start seating other people. She said she would call me if, some of the, 9:30, because they open at 9:30, those reservations didn't show up. And of course, she didn't call me. So we went to get drinks because we wanted to stay in the area. And then we decided to go over to Noisy Goose. Noisy Goof. Yeah, it's pretty goofy in there. They've got all these quirky little signs in there. You'll see that. And then I think I ended the video with that because that's the day we were all going to go to the Renaissance Festival, and that kind of
things kind of went weird there too. Tyler's mom decided not to go, and then we went a little bit later than we thought, and I thought that I was going to get to go to this truck competition that Faith was doing judging for down in Anchorage. And I thought we would have time to do that, but with the restaurant thing and, just the whole day went kind of haywire. And then it was supposed to rain, so we were going to wait until later in the day to go to the Renaissance Festival, but they kept moving the times for the rain. So that's going to be a separate video, and I'll show you Noisy Goose, and that'll be the end of this video. So like and subscribe and get your notifications so that way you don't miss the Renaissance Festival. I think that's going to be a long video because I just want to put that whole day in one video. And the reason why I call this turn and burn is because that's a phrase here where, Fairbanksans, if you want something down in Anchorage, I was just talking to somebody today and they said, yesterday, they said if people want something from Targets, they drive 5 hours to 6 hours to go get it, and then they'll drive back. And that's just, it's our next biggest city. It's, it's the big city. So, yeah, so it's a turn and burn. I left Friday night. I went to the Renaissance Fair on Saturday, and then I came back Sunday. And, 360 miles. It's a lot of driving. All right, we'll see you in the next one.